Hey guys, so I just wanted to take a second to talk about this game here, Tailed Demon Slayer. So the reason I wanted to talk about it is, it is a lot of fun as an idle RPG. As you can see, I have auto selected down there, but I can turn that off. I can move around. As you can see, I move quite quickly, and that's just because I've got quite high level boots at the moment that increase my movement speed by a lot. It's obviously going to be a lot slower than that on a normal day whenever you first start out, but I can select my skills and press where I want them to land. And I can cast these abilities and I can choose the direction that I cast them in. So I like that whenever you're playing manually, there's that freedom to use skills as you'd like. Additionally, on top of that, you earn gold throughout each run that you can spend on training, which just increases attack, HP, things like that, which help increase your power overall as you continue to push up. Now, the main reason I wanted to talk about this game, because I'm not doing a whole guide on it yet, if enough people ask on YouTube about it, or if I find that there's enough players who are looking for guides on this, then I might start doing some guides on this game as well, in addition to Little Hero, or I may switch from Little Hero to this game based on just the principle of what these developers are doing for their community. So they've kept things fairly up to date. It's a young game. It's only been out, I think, like 6 months tops, something like that. And they've already released plenty of updates, and they continue to add more content to the game and more updates. And they plan on adding some social features in the near future. There aren't any like that yet, so there's no chat function, there's no guild function. They're planning on adding guild at some point in the near future. They expected it to be done by the end of March. We haven't seen that yet, but I'm sure it's soon to come, because at the end of March we did see an update that did add some content. So at the very least, they are pushing to make the game better for its community. But more importantly, I'd like to add that up at the top, you can see the gems. I have 721 of them. And really, that's the most significant thing about this game, is you see the gold, you see the gems, and on the far right are relics. Relics are gained kind of old style here, like Tap Titans, where when you hit this button, you can return to a previous stage and you gain these relics. Relic stones are used to purchase these relics that add stats and various other bonuses. The thing that gets me here, obviously, a lot of us are familiar with Rebirth, Relic type of game style. But the gems up here is what makes this game stand out to me the most. Right here you can see that there's a gemstone dungeon. You can do that multiple times a day and you get a decent amount of gems from each time you do it. Also, if we pull up the quests, you get gems from your daily quests every single day. You get gems from your weekly quest every single week, and it's a fair amount of them. And usually there are other events and other types of ways that you can get. For example, we have an event that there's 2 spots on the board, at least 2. I think this might be the one I'm on. It might be skill stones. So there's 2 that are 150 gems. There are plenty of options to get gems, and there's no necessity to spend money. Honestly, it's a breath of fresh air. There's absolutely no need to spend money. Every form of currency that you get in this game, that you can have in this game, can be acquired by playing the game. Simple as that. And there's no pay-to-win aspects where if you spend thousands of dollars, you're going to be able to wipe the floor with everything, because they're still working on things. So if I go up to the stages here, I've made it as far as 13, area 13. And at the moment, they only have up to area... Oh, wait, they added new areas. They had up to 19 the last I checked. So it looks like they've... Wow, so they added quite a bit. 28, so they added 9 new areas for us. Up to, Jesus, 1.5 billion power. Okay. So that's definitely way down the line for me. Ultimately, this game is a game that there's no competitive aspects yet, except for when you first join the game. You do join a kind of push season with other new players that allows you to earn a lot of gems if you push more than the other players there. More importantly, that's just 3 days long, and you get gems for your placement each of those 3 days. After that, there's no interaction with other players, so there's no pay aspect where other players are going to put you in a place that's a poor position. And even based on updates that I've heard about, if they add a guild system, those pay-to-win players are just going to help you out even more because they'll be in your guild, they'll be on your side, they'll be supporting teammates. If they do add something like PvP at some point or another, that may be a possibility of pay-to-win. But at the end of the day, free to win will still be an option because every currency in the game can be won by playing. So people who've been playing a long time can still trump people who've spent a lot of money. In this case, I feel like this is a good game to support if you do spend any money. The game's well crafted. The game is a lot of fun. There's systems that they use so many systems, the monster card systems, which add stats. You've got your standard gear systems, then skills, mastery, so like a talent tree, and who doesn't love a talent tree, honestly? And then you've got your relics, and then you've got costumes on top of it that add even further damage bonuses. And then you've got fairies that have their own effects that do certain things, that add damage to you as well as do their own skills and their own things like that. And they can be deployed on explorations while they're in use. So the game truly conquers so many different aspects of gear, skills, add-ons, things like cards and pets slash fairies. Every aspect of an idle RPG game, we're seeing it here and we're seeing it done well. And so I just wanted to share that with people on my channel that do play a lot of idle RPGs, that have been watching a lot of my guide videos for another idle RPG. I just wanted to let everyone know, hey, this one's out here. And you don't have to spend bukus of money. You don't have to spend a dime to have a lot of fun and to make some good progress on it. So I definitely recommend checking this one out. This video isn't sponsored, and I don't have any plans to do guides yet, but if anybody wants guides or any suggestions when they do start playing this, feel free to send me any questions and I'll definitely hop right on them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.